for getting you going with that machine. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to go to exhibit the features of screen. I am going to go SSH over to CMPT 898, okay? And if we do this, I'm going to log in here. You could use X configuration if you wanted to with SSH options to set up X so Windows could come up. But the basic deal here is that when you're using a remote machine like the CMPT 898, it's to be expected that your connection with it will break at times. You sleep your machine, you have connection difficulties, you go shift to off campus and you need to activate a VPN, a virtual private network, and your connection will be disrupted. Now, the key is to be able to allow that to happen without losing your work, the work of which you're in the middle. That sounds weird. But, okay, so if I'm running a program here like Spark Shell, how do I avoid my disconnection from leading to an orphaned process that gets killed because essentially I've logged out and it gets wiped away? If you're using CMPT 898, as I hope you will, as a workhorse, nay, even a work Clydesdale, you could you'll want to reconnect to your sessions. You don't want them, as soon as you disconnect, to be cleaned up by the machine and thrown out. You want to be able to recurrently reconnect. So the key resource which I had installed on this machine is a program called Screen, and you can man it, and you'll find out about the Screen program. But let me just introduce you to three or four commands with Screen, okay? So we're in CMPT 898 here. One of the most common commands is if you have already set up a Screen session, and we'll see how to do that. You could do screen minus ls and see the screens that are there, okay? So here's the screen. Here's a process that I had set up with Screen. So that process hasn't been cleaned up. Because it's been set up with Screen, Screen protects it from being garbage collected by the machine. So basically, if I'm disconnected, it won't be destroyed. It'll sit there. And you'll notice that it can be in one of two states, detached or attached, okay? In general, there could be many of these, okay? There could be many of them. So I'm just going to illustrate this by doing something like, let's go see if I can, okay, there's no Scala shell here. What nice thing could I do that Emacs? I could go into Emacs. How's that? Okay. Oh man, you don't have Emacs? Okay.
You have VI.
Yeah, I know. I strongly dislike VI, but okay.
But it's improved.
Yeah. Okay. So here's my VI, folks, and So I am engaging more with VI than I have in the past 25 years, or 30 years, I think. So this is VI. But suppose my session were disconnected, okay? Watch this. And do I want to close the window? This is a message from console, right? This is from the program I'm using to SSH over. So I'm going to close that. And now I'm going to call up another similar thing. And so basically I got disconnected, right? Maybe I was biking in this morning and I got disconnected. Okay, so let me go SSH over there again, okay? Here we go. So SSH there, and I'm gonna go log in. Oops, okay, I mistyped that. Okay, so you notice because I did VI there, if I look at all my processes on this machine and I look for VI, I won't find that VI process. It was destroyed. It was destroyed because it got cleaned up when I logged out. I didn't mean to log out, but log out I did by accident, by disconnecting. Actually, in that case, it was deliberate. But watch this. Watch this. Ready? Okay. screen VI, okay? Okay. So now I've started VI, but within a screen session. So this is going to prevent it from dying. So here I am going to log out, or I'm going to terminate the session. Normally that would lead it to clean up, just like before. Oh no, don't give me that. That has a memory leak in it. Okay. So I'm going to SSH over. Here we go. Okay, now, first of all, I'll go see, is there a VI running? Ah, there's the VI. It's still around. It didn't get killed. But more importantly, watch this. Screen minus ls. Okay, I have these two screens here. You notice one of them was created this very day. Not 3 minutes thence. Okay? Yeah. So watch this now. So these are two detached screens. Now I could do screen minus R to reattach, and I can go reattach to this guy here, okay? So here, oh, come on, okay, copy, okay, paste. Okay, now I'm back in this, okay? Back in this. If I got disconnected again, I could come back to it. Okay, it's just resuming the session. Now, if I want to leave it, I could terminate this program as I am want. Oh man, this is like the one VI command I know, colon Q. I've known that for 30 years, and that's all I want to know about VI. Okay, no writes since, oh man, okay, come on.
Q, exclamation mark or W?
Okay, thank you, okay. Okay, screen is terminating. It terminated the screen. So now if I do a screen minus ls, there's only one remaining. Now, if it said, in the event that it said attach, sometimes it actually will still say it's attached. It hasn't yet gotten around to detaching it. You could do screen minus D to detach it, the name here, okay? In this case, it doesn't make sense to do that because it's already detached. So I assume it would say, no screen to be detached. But what I can do instead is reattach to it. How do I reattach to that screen? Minus R. Ah, there's my Spark shell. And the fulsomeness of its beauty, okay? So screen will be a key, asset to you, for you, when you're using Spark shell. Basically, you'll do screen, bin/Spark shell instead of just Spark shell, and that will allow it to be protected from disconnection. Okay, so I think I'll leave this for now. We're not actually going to use this during class, so I'll disconnect here and close the window. Boom. But I can reattach to it with confidence. Okay, so use screen. Use it early and use it often. Okay. Okay. Very good. So that.